Oh, hello everybody. It's Jason Hupp's New Age Revolution. It's Cave. It's nighttime. It's video number 2 of 2. Now, I got a little confused because I told everybody that I was getting this. So here's what happened. I've gotten shipping notifications. Oh, here's the PlayStation controllers, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Should put them down here. Are they both down here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, where's the PS5 one?
I wasn't bad during that time, so she didn't take away
Oh,
my
God. Okay, so I had a friend of the channel who's sending me some awesome stuff. So I started getting these shipping notifications, and I haven't gotten a shipping notification from a particular friend of the channel in a little while. Stuff just started showing up, so I got confused. I thought that one shipping notification meant another. So when I came home today, there was a package in my mailbox that actually wasn't the package I was expecting, but it was part of the shipping notification. But I thought the shipping notification was for something else because it's confusing. But that certainly doesn't take away from the fact that there was a beautiful, familiar, candy-filled white box in my mailbox. Now, children, are you enjoying the contents of that white box?
Yeah, look at this. Look at this guy.
Give me all my candy.
Got some Starburst, thank you.
Got the Starbursts. You've already crushed the Sour Patch Kids. Your brother and you.
If you're watching this video, please put what's the sour things? Warheads or something like that.
I don't think she has warheads.
Oh, please put one.
You can't just request warheads from
I beg
her.
of you to put
Give me
warheads.
warhead.
The spoiled prince would like warheads in your next package. Anyway, that white box was in my mailbox, and that means that even though Howard Finkel, that's a real name. Even though Howard Finkel just made his LJN debut, the folks at XOX have been busy. They are still creating. They are creating masterpieces, folks. They are still creating masterpieces because I unboxed that candy-filled package, and we have the latest addition to the LJN lineup, folks. The latest addition to the LJN lineup. Now, I'll tell you, it's either going to go one of two ways. She's going to make, well, this guy was in the WWF, but when I saw this, I didn't think his WWF run. I didn't, because it was, I don't know. It's just, it wasn't right. It didn't feel right. So as I was saying, XOX by Random Treasures on Etsy will either make us our WWF figures, right? Our Rick Rudes, our Bushwhackers, our Barbarian, our Demolition Smash, our Ron Bass. The list goes on and on. Our Iron Mike Sharps. Sure, she'll do that. And sometimes she'll just step completely outside of the WWF, and she will give us characters that we only dreamed of as children. The Dusty Rhodes, one of my favorite figures, absolutely. The Abdullah the Butchers, the Galoob upsizes. Who else? The Legion of Doom, Mil Mascaris, right? This time she stepped out of the NWA. She got onto a plane and she headed south. She passed by Memphis, if that's south, I don't know. Passed by Jerry Lawler, because we already got Jerry Lawler. She kept heading south to a state called Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, there used to be a wrestling organization in Texas. Maybe you've heard of it. It was smaller. Not a lot of fans, not a lot of popularity. It was called World Class Championship Wrestling, right? WCCW. Of course it was popular. Of course it was big, because they had some kids there, right? They had some sons who burst onto the Texas wrestling scene, took over Texas, and then expanded. One of them expanded a little bit bigger than Texas, folks. In fact, he expanded like a tornado. I'm talking, of course, about the latest addition to the LJN line, World Class Championship Wrestling's favorite son, Kerry Von Erich, is LJN. Thanks to Net at XOX by Random Treasures, her partner Kevin at Print Fury, the post office, the candy shop. We can thank all of them because Kerry Von Erich is LJN. That's right. Notice I say Kerry Von Erich, right? I don't know if this was meant to be the Texas tornado. I don't think so. I don't think it's the Texas tornado. I think this is Kerry Von Erich, and that's how I am going to invite him into the LJN Fed. I'm going to invite Kerry Von Erich because I'm not a big fan of Texas tornado, right? But we've got Kerry Von Erich, one of the famous and infamous Von Erich brothers. Kerry Von Erich is LJN. Let's take a close look at him. Kerry Von Erich has a very distinct face, very distinct facial features, and she does not miss a beat. That is Kerry Von Erich's face, ladies and gentlemen. The famous 80s Kerry Von Erich hairstyle. We've got an interesting paint scheme. We've got turquoise trunks, armbands, and knee pads with a little bit of gray, a little bit of two-tone. If you see the knee pads, we got a little bit of two-tone going on. Pearly white boots and her usual fantastic decal job with Kerry right there on the boot, and on the other boot, the lightning bolt. Now, what does this open the door to? There's one other figure from the Von Erich clan that I think would fit perfectly in with the 85 LJN line. Could you imagine the British Bulldogs taking on Kerry Von Erich and Kevin Von Erich, folks? Could you imagine the Hart Foundation against Kerry and Kevin? I'm just saying. This opens the door for the World Class Championship Wrestling roster to start invading LJN territory. Kerry Von Erich, ladies and gentlemen, what do? You know what to do, folks. You know what to do. You go on Etsy. It's very simple. You go on Etsy. You go to Random Treasures, XOX by Random Treasures on Etsy. You scroll down at the newest release, standing right next to the Fink is Kerry Von Erich, and you order him up and you invite him into your LJN wrestling organization. There he is. Kerry Von Erich is LJN.
You took that thing from AEW.
What did I take from AEW, sir?
Like when they invited, like
I'm getting called out here.
Hangman Adam Page is all elite.
Hangman Adam Page is all elite.
I mean,
so you're saying that I'm saying Kerry Von Erich is LJN.
Yeah.
Because AEW said that their newest signings are all elite.
Yeah, it is all elite. Or something like that. I felt.
You might be semi-correct on that, but I don't think so. I don't believe so. Kerry Von Erich has now become part of the LJN lineup, just so I don't get called out by an 11-year-old and his 7-year-old brother.
Do it again.
Head to Etsy, XOX by Random Treasures, add the modern day warrior, former NWA world champion, and part of the one of the biggest dynasties in wrestling history. Kerry Von Erich is LJN.
And one last thing. I'll sue you if you don't put in Woodhead, so watch out.
Do it again.
Good night now.